Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome to this very hot afternoon Saturday edition. Yes, it is about Chelsea. Tomorrow, Chelsea against Tottenham. Chelsea against Tottenham, the White Hart Lane. And we are here to analyze. We are not, in fact, are we analyzing today? No. We are about to discuss few things that our head coach spoke about yesterday. And quickly, during midweek, we didn't see Modric in the lineup, and we didn't see him even on the bench. Mikhailo Modric was not in the lineup midweek, and he was not even on the bench. We asked several questions. Ladies and gentlemen, the news that came up yesterday in the press conference from our head coach, Enzo Maresca, is that Modric is ill. And he's still ill. And therefore, he will not be available this weekend. Reece James, we know he's already out. We know Reece James is already out. Likewise, Fofana. Fofana, we understand, he's still weeks away. Both Reece James and Fofana are weeks away from recovery, according to our head coach. But Modric, he's ill. That is the understanding we are receiving from our head coach. What kind of illness? I am not too sure. Ladies and gentlemen, means that Modric, if not for the illness, most probably would have seen him in the game at the midweek against Southampton. All right. Listen, my boy Nicolas Jackson has been speaking, and he said few things. People try to put so much pressure on a young guy, on a young man. And I'm happy he is vocal. He was interviewed, and I love the way he spoke during the interview. He's very eloquent when it comes to expressing himself. He's very good in language. I think part of the interview, he said he used how many weeks or how many months to learn Spanish. Because where he was playing, the Spanish players, they don't understand English. And in order for him to be able to blend with them, he needs to learn the Spanish. It took him a few months to be able to speak Spanish fluently. And hey, if you hear Nicolas Jackson speaking English, you will not even know that Senegal, they are not Anglophone country, they are Francophone. Oh yes. But you look at Nicolas Jackson speaking English like a player that, even players from Anglophone countries, they don't speak so fluently. Jackson speaking, and when I listened to him carefully, I was excited. He spoke on the comparison between him and Didier Drogba. It's not the first time he was pushed to that length. The comparison between him and Didier Drogba. He said, I don't want to be compared to anyone. Drogba is a legend, and I haven't done anything yet. I look at him as an inspiration. Dear friend, an African striker who came to Chelsea, struggled, but still became a legend. I want to have a career like this. He did not end there. He said something. I want to get that for you also. You see, he continued and made it very clear. In the first season of Drogba scored 10 goals. In the second season, he scored 12 goals. And even it got to a point where Drogba was advised to leave Chelsea because of the fan base. It got to a time when Drogba was advised to leave Chelsea. He made all these comparisons, and he decided. He said, Drogba is a legend. He is looking up to him. What else do you want a young man to say? So far, so good this season. His first season, he delivered. He might not score goals like Haaland, but he was, I think, the second highest goal scorer in the Premier League, apart from in Chelsea, apart from Cole Palmer. And remember, his goals were non-penalty goals. Jackson's goals were non-penalty goals. Tomorrow is another day. I would love to see my boys scoring another goal tomorrow. Quickly, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to some other news. There has been reports recently of Enzo Fernandez being, going to be sold in this January. Enzo Fernandez, yeah, we understand, according to Fabrizio Romano, there is no plan whatsoever by Chelsea to sell Enzo Fernandez. Not for sale in January transfer window and considered important part of Chelsea project. But rather, Kasada and Kanichukwuemeka could be midfielders who leaves in January. Kasada and Kanichukwuemeka, according to Fabrizio Romano, these are the players that could leave Chelsea in January transfer window. Now, we also understand Chelsea won't buy players in January. We will not be buying players in January. We are still in the Conference League and the Club World Cup is coming up at the end of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be weird if Chelsea allow any player to leave in January transfer window, apart from Kasadai, Ben Chilwell, and maybe Kanichukwuemeka, if pushed to leave. Kanichukwuemeka, if pushed, or if he himself doesn't have the patience to wait, because we still have a lot of games to play this season, and we have the Conference League, European Cup to play. We also have the Club World Cup coming up after the season is over. If you are a Chelsea player, with all these games coming up, will you be patient or you will have to go? Right now, as we speak, Ben Chilwell, we understand that if the right opportunity comes, Chelsea will let him go. Now, let's get back to our press conference yesterday. I will conclude very soon. It is hot in the afternoon. I will not take much of your time. Yeah. Remember, tomorrow is Chelsea-Tottenham. I'll be back. I will come 3 hours to the game for my preview. But before then, I'll be back with one special episode. Yes. Don't miss out on that. But quickly, it is not only Maresca that is refusing to budge on what Chelsea can achieve this season. You know that. It's been said from the onset that this season, the league title is not our aim. And our head coach said it several times that he has not been given any, target. He was only told they want proof of progress. Listen, coach refused again yesterday to speak on the title challenge. He said the owners or the sporting directors have not altered the target they set the new manager. They set for the new manager. The owners, the sporting directors, they've not altered the target that was set for the new manager. They were, in fact, to provide proof of progress, to introduce a new style of play, and to challenge again for a place in the Champions League. That is the point. Provide proof of progress, introduce a new style of play, and to challenge again for a place in a Champions League. That is the target of the team. That is what the coach was asked to do. Number one, proof of progress. 2, new style of play. And then 3, the squad must again fight for a place in the Champions League. And that target has not changed. Ladies and gentlemen, I know deep down my heart, all these Chelsea are still in the title challenge. We will go far. We will go very far. But we don't want to admit it. We will go very far, but we don't want to admit it. Oh, yes, it's very good because we don't want to put so much pressure on the players. Now, our head coach continued in the press conference. He said the only focus is improving players and the team. No more than that. Improving players and the team. No more than that. I spent many hours understanding how I can help the players improve and to convince them. Today we just finished the session, and the last half hour was just an extra session for some of the players to try to improve them. So after the main training session, an extra 30 minutes with certain players, with some players, to try to improve them individually. And he continued, he said, we watch games, review games, we look at how they can improve. I have 4 or 5 assistant coaches upstairs. They don't come to the training ground. They are upstairs. That spend time looking at the small details about position. You see, Maresca looks at details. He said they look at details about positions. Control with the right foot, control with the left foot, play with the right play with the left. These kind of things. This guy, they are working on details. Players that play with the left foot, they will have to observe it. Those that play with the right foot, they take note of all this, detail by detail. He said he has 4 or 5 coaches upstairs in the offices, watching videos upon videos, studying players, studying games, analyzing it before they do not give him a report before they begin to implement. No wonder we are seeing what we are seeing now in this current setup. Yes. Now you understand the progress we are seeing. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. It doesn't come cheap. Dear friends, it is hot in the afternoon. Let me just leave you guys here. I should be back in the next one with exclusives. See you all when you see me. Shalom and peace.